Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's away we go then.
Well, it's safe to say, Peter, we're in the presence of defensive royalty here.
And so what is it that makes Paolo Maldini so regal?
Well, I think the fact that he almost never had to make a tackle says it all. He just doesn't need to. With him, it's all about anticipation, positioning, and reading the game superbly. There's very few who were able to do that at the highest level like him.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Now this could be a chance, and that's a... Can he finish? Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And the pass is intercepted.
This is the time you need that pace.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Veron with the slide tackle there. Pull it. Looking for the run. And this is Ronaldo. Roberto Carlos delivers. And he's had a hit. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Pullet clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
He's in plenty of space here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Gattuso has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. And it's Bellingham. Gravenberg chips it through. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the... He's going for goal! Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Veron has given away a free kick. Bellingham. Yamal, very much a man of this moment. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Now, he's got space here. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Almost half an hour in now. Zanetti. Now it's Barod. And it's Vieira. Now Veron. And it's Zanetti. Looking for a runner. Corner it is.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
He rises! Sticks it away! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Inter Milan grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Threads one in. He's got away. Now the cross. He's got goal! Inter! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Certain, searing and imperious.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Thuram. Yamal has it out wide and in space. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he's picked it up out wide. Gattuso. And it's Gravenberch. Lizarazu is looking to influence the game from out wide. Thuram. And here's Yamal. And it's Gravenberch. And he welcomes it in. Short changes him with that pass. And it's half-time here. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Veron can see things others simply cannot. Gattuso. Barcelona different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
And he's managed to get free. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Piqué is very much of the non-shall-pass school of defending. Rafinha. Pelé. Lizarazu. Strong running down that left flank. And it's Gattuso. Barcelona finding their passes. Veron. Zanetti. Knocks it into space. Rafinha receives it in a wide position. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's found a way through. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
He is through here. Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Games hinge on moments like this. And he scores! Back in business! Not much more than a formality.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Barcelona are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Thuram. And it's Veron. Vieira. Koller. Pinches it off him. Gattuso. No outsmarting him this time. Rafinha. Deep cross. And he's cut it out.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 14. Numero 10.
In with the challenge.
Juan Sebastian Veron. Numero 13. Cristiano Ronaldo. Lasciano il campo per il numero 17, il numero 21, il numero 23, il numero 9.
Lizarazu.
Attenzione, un
Cute
cambio.
ball now, how can he reach it? Well, some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. Neither of these two want to come off second best. It's a searching pass.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Rafinha. 75 minutes played. And he's been shifted off it.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Now it's Rui Costa. Maldini kept his eye on it, and he's there. Zanetti. Great vision. And this is Zico. Terrific header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Out to the left it goes. Nice defending, it's got the job done. And it's Zico. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Oh, good take in a good area. Zico unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Zico. And this is Roberto Carlos. Big header! Goal! Inter! And they get themselves in front! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it.
It's roll! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about getting...
Tries a shot! Oh, a very decent attempt.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Rui Costa. He can run onto that.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Ferdinand, the man that is tenacity personified. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. We are into overtime. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Luis Suarez! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
He did...
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Barcelona did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made even more painful by the way it came to pass.
Signore e signori, stiamo per annunciare
Any
il
reflections
numero
on what you've seen, Jim?
Look, they've been found wanting, in my opinion, in a few areas that would have made a difference to the result. So they need to go away and just have a good think about it, and I'm sure they can come back stronger.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And we're underway.
Well, there's no doubt, Peter, that Alessandro Del Piero will be key here. But I'm curious as to what role he's exactly been given.
Well, what would you do, Jim, if you were the manager?
I'd give him a free role behind the attack. His flair, his technique make him the perfect player for that position. And he always seems to benefit from playing off that central striker.
That is ended up in no man's land. And it's Neymar. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival.
Well, this is intriguing.
Oh, that's neat. He's in space and looking for options. Can he stop it going out? Lahm as well to stand firm and defend it. Lahm did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Sane hurtling down that right flank. Gattuso. But they've got it again. Turns back here, probably the best option. Barcelona are enjoying more and more possession, but very few chances up to now. And he's in on goal! Pele! Oh, just wide.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
Lahm is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Barcelona are enjoying the lion's share of possession, but nothing yet to show for it. And Sané! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. And he's taking no chances there. Sané will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And the ball is out of play. Lahm. Now it's Messi. It'll be a throw-in. Lizarazu. Gattuso is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Brazil trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers the...
Big chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Here's a chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Messi goes short. He's having a go! And that is wildly off target.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Thuram. Now Gattuso. And it's Gattuso. Vitinha. That's Thuram. And it's Vitinha. And here's Mbappe. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Sané. Showing great feet there. And the ball's come loose. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, that pass isn't the best. And he's intervened well there. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Vitinha is always scanning the pitch for targets. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Played in by Sané.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Vitinha! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Messi. Oh, super, great chance! Iniesta. Oh, that's well spotted. Piqué. And it's Neymar. Neymar going full steam ahead down the left. He's tried one! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Lahm. it's Messi. We are into stoppage time. And the shot! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
This possibly the last play of the half. That's the keeper's ball. And there's the end of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So there was the first half.
Well, both sides have been full of effort, industry, endeavour, and the stats are screaming good things at us. So it's been a very good watch for the neutrals so far, and I'm really looking forward to what's to come in the second half. This could get unpredictable.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. So neither side has yet broken through. Hullet threads one in. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Sane is eyeing up his options in the middle.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
And the finish! Thuram getting this one clear. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Pelé. They're urging him to shoot. Elects to cross. Defending of the desperate variety. Oh, what a ball! They get a throw in. Looking to play him in. Messi. Del Piero. He's through, now is he in? There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And they've got rid. Taken back almost at once. And it's Sané. Sane going face-to-face with his great rival. Can he get on the end of this? Piqué cuts it out. Pelé. Pelé has been caught there, it's a foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
Hullet with a real chance here. Hullet! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Can he get it through? That is good alertness. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well, that has not gone well. It's a pretty loose pass. Vitinha. And he's there to make the challenge. Oh, there's a probing ball. Barcelona still have the cards to affect this game. Zico has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Gattuso. Vitinha.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 19, camisa 23, camisa 20.
Buffon punts it upfield.
Para a entrada de camisa 11.
And it's Gravenberch.
Camisa 8.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Gravenberch. Oh no, that was never going to make it.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And that has been knocked clear. Oh, that's fabulous. Lizarazu. In towards the back stick.
Barcelona really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Barcelona desperately searching for the winner here. Well, that looks a decent ball. Tries to pass it through.
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
Now it's Vieri. Gravenberch. There he goes. And Hullet! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Hullet is offering a wry smile there. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Camisa 17. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 21. Neymar. Camisa 7.
Cleared without hesitation. And that is expertly dealt with. Bullish header! Oh, it's in! And surely that has won the day! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Camisa 24.
Barcelona take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Finds himself unceremoniously floored.
Barcelona really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He saw the danger and he went crashing in. Out of play for a throw. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that will be the final act. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Lizarazu claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes it comes down to grit and desire and the stubbornness to keep plugging away. And this has been great staying power.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We have already started here. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
Neymar was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. No way through. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Neymar is in a really good position out wide. Gullit. Neymar. That pass has been well intercepted. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Neymar is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And that is expertly dealt with. Neymar. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And this is Adriano. He's in space and looking for options. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Now it's Beckham. Beckham proves just a little bit too strong.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Ibrahimovic just eases him off the ball. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Neymar, a player who needs no introduction. Lizarazu gets into a good position. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Hullet. Piqué is the guilty party there. And he has shown him a yellow card. Well, it was a chance, but meat and drink for the keeper.
Well, that was just asking too much of himself from there.
Lizarazu is one whose deliveries we all know about. And here's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Neymar. That is ended up in no man's land. Rafinha. Maldini was in no mood for any of that. And this is Adriano. Very nearly half an hour gone here.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
And it's Makalele. Thuram. And it's Makalele. Mbappe touches it back. Ibrahimovic! Ibrahimovic. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And he's only too happy to take that back. Looking for the run, and it's been played through. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. And that is as far as they're going to go. Gravenberch has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Oh, super find. And this is Ibrahimovic. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. It's Adriano! It's off target and by quite a way.
A message to the wise, it's probably better to try and get him behind that defence than try that over and over.
Neymar. And here's Ibrahimovic. And here's Hullet.
Hullet really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Gravenberch. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ibrahimovic unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And we hit half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Neymar. Now it's Ibrahimovic. That is lovely. Lizarazu. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Probably be looking to play it square from here.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
It's run loose here. Sends it crossfield. Can he finish?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Lizarazu with the delivery. And the Sar deals with that nice and simple. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Ibrahimovic, he's had a shot! Knocks it into space. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Now it's Mbappe. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one.
Attention, changement.
Barcelona choosing to make the first change. Vitinha is the team's great visionary. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Makaleli. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And it's Makaleli. Lizarazu has it in a wide position, and he's cleared it back out. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Barcelona still have the cards to affect this game. Lizarazu. Now Neymar. Neymar going full steam ahead down the left flank. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Makaleli has been caught there, it's a foul.
Changement pour le Cameroun. Le numéro 24.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Neymar. Le numéro 25. Beckham. Le numéro 13. À leur place, le numéro 23. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Threads one in.
Le numéro 6.
He's onside.
Le numéro 22. Le numéro 4. Changement.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And the pass is intercepted. Nice interception, well timed. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And the through ball. Now that's well seen too. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Nicely shaped ball. Now that's an excellent interception. Oh, shooting chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Del Piero, good chance here! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cannavaro cuts out the pass.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Lizarazu. It's a pretty loose pass.
Barcelona truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Yamal is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Into stoppage time, and it is still goalless. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. And now they can clear their lines. Looking for options for movement. And that's that. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Martin Caceres, Jim. Precious little doubt about what his outstanding qualities are.
Aggression and tenacity, Peter, but there is another side to his game as well. He's got a certain confidence on the ball and he can pick a really telling...
Mbappe! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, what has happened here? And he decides to cross it. And he gets rid in a hurry. Tries to play it through. And he's had it nicked away.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Neymar. Lizarazu has it out wide and in space. Oh, important interception. Oh, good-looking ball.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now, can they get him away? That is a great pick out. Abiati gets it clear. Makaleli. Lizarazu. Pass somewhat off target. Makalele kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Driving on and making good progress. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Rodri. Spread it left. Lizarazu. Oh, well measured. Now this could be a chance. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. He's in plenty of space here. Salah. He's shifting through the gears here. And across it goes. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And the counter is on. Barcelona still without a single shot on target. Great vision. Mohamed Salah, he has found a way through. And a chance! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Milan have taken the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Mbappe. And he's quick to get it clear again. That's the throw. And here's Rijkaard. Quality ball. No, again there's no way through. And there's a searching pass. Oh, that's a fine interception. Barcelona do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. And it's Neymar. Lam. Vieri. Brilliantly cut out. That's a lovely, neat pass. Del Piero. Shot could be on. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. To square things up. That is some save from Khan. And that's a poor pen.
It really wasn't a confident penalty, Peter. It was almost like he was trying too hard to second guess what the keeper was trying to do.
Milan have the chance to go the other way.
Barcelona truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Oh, this looks sharp. Lam. And Jamal. And that has left him in a heap. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Lam. Neymar, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Rijkaard. Azar. And he's been shifted off it. Well read, nice interception. That's a sharp pass. He's found a way through. Good running, strong and purposeful. A big chance! He's got a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. How very smart, he just got it right. And there's the end of the first half. Reflections on the first half?
Barcelona certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 6.
And the action is back underway.
El dorsal 7.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Now it's Mbappe. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made.
It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Makaleli. And it's Lam. Oh, split! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Gullit is offering a right smile there. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And he's taking no chances there. Neymar. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Could move up a gear here. And that has been cut short. Nicely aimed pass. Gullit has it in a wide position. Van Dijk getting this one clear.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about. Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
And here's Vieri. Mohamed Salah. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Sané. And it's Gullit. Barcelona are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Just about up to the hour now. Gullit. And the finish! He scores! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 24.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
Neymar.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
And this is Hullet. A decent chance! Barcelona have their third corner. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Now that's well seen too. Oh, it's come loose. Lahm. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Lahm, played out to the right, and it's Lahm. Can he get on the end of this? And that could set him on his way. He's picked his way through. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Lahm. Oh, that is a nice touch. Half an hour gone in the second half. It's Ibrahimovic! It's in! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
We have a Rafinha! Goal! Barcelona! And the comeback is complete. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Rafinha. Rice is the guilty party there. And he is going into that little black book.
Cambio de jugadores.
Lahm. Passing is crisp and sharp. And no, he's seen through all of that.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And it's Sané. Lahm, the man that is tenacity personified. It's Pele! That's a decent clearance.
Barcelona can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
And he shoots! Barcelona close now to seeing this one through to the end.
4 minutos de descuento.
There will be 4 extra minutes. Sané is wide and looking to get onto this. Barcelona get their 4th corner. Hullet plays it short. Chance for a shot! Superb from Pele! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
I'm still trying to figure out how he managed to get that contact. That's a super volley.
That's the end. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Ibrahimovic voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, how will we look back on that?
What a game, what a show of character. It wasn't looking good at one stage, it was quite flat in the first 40.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard, on his day, is one of the world's best, Jim. So how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he's coming in from that left side, whether it's to drag people away and...
Real chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Hullet is offering a wry smile there.
And he's forced to go back. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And that is out and behind. It's a good block.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And the shot! It's off target and by quite a way. And it's Gravenberch. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. Yamal! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. Thuram getting this one clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. It's a really well-measured ball. Neither of these two want to come off second best. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
First quarter of an hour gone. He is through here. Dembele. Abiati gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Gattuso is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Still goalless at the moment. And here's Mbappe. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Gravenberg goes steaming forward. It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Hullet. Lizarazu. And here's Ibrahimovic. And here's Yamal. Back they go. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Ibrahimovic! Platini. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And this is Ibrahimovic. Lizarazu made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Thuram. It's gone out for a throw-in. Gravenberg. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Just eases him off the ball. Lizarazu. And that is a little undercooked. Now it's Dembele. Now it's Platini. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. He gets big. And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Ibrahimovic, a player who needs no introduction. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Threads one in. Now it's Platini. And that is masterful defending. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. A probing pass. And he's there to clear it. So, third corner of the game. He's got tall. They've scored!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
Gravenberg. Barcelona leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. Gravenberg. Xavi Alonso. Dembele. That is good alertness. Xavi Alonso powering forward here. And he cuts out the supply. And we hit half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent, but I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Barcelona happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Barcelona really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Gattuso. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tries to pass it through. That's a nicely shaped ball. That's very neat. He's got away. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Looking tidy in possession here. Ibrahimovic going about things with real menace. He's in a great position here. And a chance! It's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Messi charging forward, the ball at his feet. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Oh, nicely intercepted. Barcelona still have the cards to affect this game. Sané. That is a brilliant interception.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Gullit. Lizarazu. Lizarazu. And this is Gullit. Takes a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And this is Sané. And Sané! Spectacular from Sané! A finish right from the top draw. And again they hit the front. You just know there is no stopping that.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Barcelona get themselves into the lead. Gravenberch. Now it's Mbappe. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. And it's Gattuso. No, he's not getting past him there. And it's Del Piero. Out to the left it goes. It's a pretty loose pass. Piqué is very much of the none-shall-pass school of defending. Dembele. Oh, right place, right time.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Gravenberch. Gattuso. Now it's Mbappe. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
He's on it, can he get away? No, that's been intercepted.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And this is Dembele. That is ended up in no man's land. Thuram. And he goes cross-field. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Messi. And the shot! Oh, how's that for a goal? About as smooth as it gets. Dying minutes, and we're all square again.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude.
And he shoots! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Played out towards the right wing. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Gravenberg, Bossen, and that's it. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
Please watch the screen if you have a ticket.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And already we're underway here.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
Oh, that's well spotted. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. That'll be a throw-in. And here's Batistuta. So nearly the perfect ball. Plays a sharp little ball here. Yamal. Threads one in. Tries a shot! Not the most accurate pass. Good ball, good take. Spread out to the left. Yamal showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, good take in a good area. Still goalless at the moment. Well, that pass isn't the best. Looking for options for movement. Cannavaro demonstrating his defensive quality there. Lahm. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Engages and forces him off the ball. Messi. And he lines up and climbs up big! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's Messi.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and...
Terrific header! Goal! Barcelona! Broad smiles all round. It is indeed a fine, fine header.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
Barcelona have taken the lead.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
It's a throw-in. Oh, easy pickings there. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Barcelona are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. In towards the back stick. Oh, smashing header! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Messi looking to run onto it.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Mbappe chasing after it. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Neymar. Now it's Mbappe. And he's well positioned here. And the shot! Barcelona looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Played into space out wide. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now there's a fine... Mbappe! In he goes again. And it's in. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Barcelona are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
And he's only too happy to take that back. And Batistuta! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Gravenberg.
There will be 1 minute.
Played out to the left flank. Scholes. It's a really well-measured ball. And it's half-time here. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Barcelona really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Barcelona ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. And if you're just back... Oh, shooting chance!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Chance, surely! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Messi. Rijkaard. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Gravenberch. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Neymar! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
He's in a great position here, and he's managed to get free. Now the ball in. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Robertson.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing. And Messi! Really well taken goal. Oh, delicious. Such devilish curl.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
We have got ourselves a game here.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Batistuta.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And he wants... Chance! It's hit the upright. Well, that is one way to stop him. Cafu did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Nice interception, well timed. So 2-1 now, and things have got a whole lot more enthralling here.
Yeah, this is a real psychological test now that will tell us whether one side buckles and the other kicks on.
Gravenberch is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Little doubt, that is a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Substitution on the field. Number
We have got
17.
changes here, from both sides in fact.
Number 20, Bale. Number 7,
He shifted it to the
Messi.
flank,
Number
pings in
21,
across.
Batistuta. Coming
Well,
on
he's
the
seen
field.
that early, used a certain sixth sense.
Raul.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Number 9.
Goes for a shot! It's there! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Barcelona take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
David Villa, now it's Raul. Rafinha, great vision. Oh, just Vieri! He should have put that one away.
Vieri really must be wondering how he hasn't put them 3 up. It was a very, very decent chance.
And here's Vieri. Gravenberg, good purposeful running this. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. He's on it, can he get away? That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He learned from it.
Chooses to go back, just eases him off the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Has been indicated.
Now that's well seen too. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. And there goes the final whistle. Barcelona are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done in a highly professional manner.
Hello, everybody, and this is a quick.
How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Barcelona.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's away we go then.
There's a player on this pitch who shines above the rest, and we're talking defence.
And that is?
Well, it's got to be Paolo Maldini.
Who's arguing?
Yeah, and he's a living, breathing symbol of leadership, loyalty and devotion to his craft. What a player.
Gattuso. Rafinha. Rafinha will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That's a lovely, neat pass. Great vision. It's a promising position. Can he finish? Goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Lahm. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. And it's Xavi Alonso. Oh, that's a key interception. Vitinha. Couldn't squeeze it through. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Thuram. Some good work on the right flank here. And here's Yamal. An instinctive delivery. Rafinha touches it back. Skims, and the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And here's Rafinha. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's on it, can he get away? Rafinha looking to be a menace in the final third. Mbappe. Rafinha. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Ribéry. Maldini making good progress on the right-hand side. And it's Ribéry. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Ribéry. Ribéry going face-to-face with his great rival. Vitinha. And Rafinha. Now it's Del Piero. And the pass is intercepted. Xavi Alonso. That pass has been well intercepted. And that is as far as they're going to go. Vitinha. Gattuso, who does have an assist to his name. Rafinha! Oh, it's a beauty! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Barcelona are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well,
there's the header! Relentless! Just relentless! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
A case now of complete control.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Barcelona have scored 2 quick goals here. And he's cut it out. Now he's got space here. And now the breakaway. Now that looks a decent ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Well, we've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Gattuso is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Looking for options for movement. Another chance from a corner. This possibly the last play of the half. Backward it goes. Takes a shot. A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. A thrilling end to the half there, one that very nearly changed the complexion of this game completely.
And just a quick reminder,
Barcelona
please drink
absolutely
responsibly.
dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Barcelona will be wanting more of the same in the second half then. Utterly dominant in the first period, and they're 3-0 up. And we are already promptly back underway. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
And here's Mbappe. And it's Del Piero. And Del Piero! And the shot! No mistake! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! That was a given. And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
And a quick announcement today that memorabilia from today's match is now on sale in the Stadium Hall.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. The action has already started.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of...
That could spell trouble. Mbappe, Thuram, Mbappe. Gets a good foot in there. Yamal. And it's Neymar. Lahm. Decent progress down the left. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And here's Mohamed Salah. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Short changes him with that pass. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Now it's Mbappe. Mohamed Salah. And it's Gerrard. Now it's Mbappe. Gattuso.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Looking for the run. Neither of these two want to come off second best. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Mohamed Salah, he's picked his way through. And he's heaved it away. Rangers have got it back and they'll have another go. Pele plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Passing is crisp and sharp. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Lahm, Pele. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Mbappe has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight.
Barcelona are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Gattuso. And he's searching for Pele! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Yamal. Gattuso. Gerrard. That's good running with the ball. Oh, good take in a good area. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Driving forward. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He is just caressing the ball. Mohamed Salah did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. And it's Neymar. Lahm. And it's Gattuso. Neymar. Gerrard. And Doué. Foot in. And here's Mbappe. And this is Pele. Great vision. And he welcomes it in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That'll be a throw-in. In with the challenge. Ambitious ball here. Doué is wide and looking to get onto this. Tries to get it clear.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Mbappe with the short one. Mbappe! And this is Mohamed Salah. He's shifting through. Real chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Mohamed Salah actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. Cleared away. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Vieira does well to get it back. Looking to play him in. Now it's Mbappe. He's found a way through. Ah, such a clever touch. And we've reached half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I have to say, I think it's a good performance, but it's clear that they need a little more energy and more precision up top. They proved they can create chances. Now they need to start putting them away. That's the next step.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time.
Se ruega a los espectadores que tengan previsto abandonar el estadio en coche, que lo hagan de forma ordenada para evitar atascos. Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 14, Lam, será reemplazado por el dorsal 6.
So off we go once more. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Barcelona different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Mohamed Salah, very much a man of this moment. Maldini. Over to the other side. Thuram. And it's Van Dijk. Pinged towards the front line. Well read, nice interception. And here's Thuram. That's a throw. Vieira. Van Dijk is very much of the non-shall-pass school of defending. He's in a good position here, and he's been shifted off it. Still absolutely nothing to report here, goals-wise. Pelé. Can he get it through? It's Pelé! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 9, Neymar. El dorsal 8, el dorsal 22, el dorsal 7. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 5, el dorsal 24, el dorsal 18, el dorsal 13. Cambio de jugadores.
And now they can spring out of defence. Now, can they get him away? Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Sane going face-to-face with his great rival. Now it's Lukaku. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection of what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Cannavaro. Vitinha. Vitinha cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Gattuso is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Bellingham. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Thuram defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. That's a cute ball. No, that's been intercepted. And the pass is intercepted. And here's Barella. Raul in acres of space out wide. Barcelona needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern. Barcelona have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Gattuso demonstrating his defensive quality there. Piqué. Bellingham.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Maldini promptly onto that, and that is that. He's in plenty of space here. Goes for a shot! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Well, that would have asked some awkward questions of the keeper had it stayed on target.
It's their second corner of the game. Oh, well played, well played. Aimed beyond the defence. And now a sudden chance to counter. He won't be happy with that one. It's a searching pass.
Lukaku really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And this is Vieri. Vieri is fouled. And this is the big chance. Sane! In he goes again! Oh, he's tripped him right on the cusp of the penalty area. Barcelona, with the clock ticking away, have a chance to change the whole picture. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Eyeball to eyeball with the goalkeeper. Never any doubt. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
It's in, but only just. The keeper guessed correctly, and a heart and mouth moment for the taker.
Habrá
Barcelona take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, it's the type of call that can't be given if there's even the slightest doubt. It had to be spot on.
Oh, that's fabulous. And the shot! It's a goal! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. Piercing. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. Rafinha picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And that's where we have to end it. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Well, 2014-15 certainly provided some terrific highlights for Lionel Messi's career showreel. Many claimed it was his best season ever. He did, of course, win the treble. And Jim, it doesn't get a whole lot better than that.
Well, one of the pinnacles of his club career, Peter.
And what stood out for you?
His performance against Madrid's other team was just stunning, especially when you look back that they played him 6 times the previous season and didn't win once.
And he shoots! They want to be quick to recover this. Turns and goes back. Could move up a gear here.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
That is ended up in no man's land. Yamal. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Lizarazu unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Played out to the left flank. And here's Mbappe. Neymar. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. He slid in and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. Ferdinand defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. That is good alertness. Gravenberg distributed tidily. And he's there to get it away. And that's been won straight back. Ibrahimovic. And he's in on goal. He can get that clear.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Threads one in. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. So we're still where we started right now. Now this could be a chance.
This is the time you need that pace.
Makaleli is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
Barcelona are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. Messi. Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. That's a decent clearance. Pass somewhat off target. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Hazard receives it in a wide position. Real chance! And it's a goal! There is the breakthrough! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind.
Pele! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Piqué can get it clear. And here's Vieira. Can he finish? Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Makaleli. Vieira gets a foot in here. And it's Azar. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Looking to play him in. Tries a shot! And yes, it's there! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
So that's 2 now. Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Barcelona really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players. Otherwise, this one's as good as done.
A continuación, disfrutaremos de la actuación de nuestro grupo oficial de animación. Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 38. El dorsal 9.
Here we go again.
Neymar.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
And here's Mbappe. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Great chance here from position A1. This then an ideal chance to cut the deficit. Mbappe! Always going over the top. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Yamal. And here's Mbappe. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Yamal stood his ground strongly. Cleared without complication. Cristiano Ronaldo. Thuram cuts out the pass. Barcelona do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
He's a sharp little ball here. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Played out wide. And it's claimed by the keeper.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Oh, great defending. That needed doing.
Oh, that's great. That's great concentration.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Barcelona do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Scholes. That's Vieira. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. Lizarazu. And here's Mbappe. Bellingham. Bellingham purring. Takes a shot! It's a goal! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 18, el dorsal 21.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Barcelona get themselves back into contention.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Makaleli. Just about up to 75 minutes. Closing in on goal.
Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach. Bale gets through on his own. Chance! They've done it! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now. And surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Piqué. That's a sharp pass. Pele. Lizarazu. Maldini eases him off the ball. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. It's Pele! Well, oh, he's been caught napping. Defending of the desperate variety. Vieira. Tries to pass it. There's the shot! Oh, taken with style. Late drama, late goal. This will be one frantic ending. So smooth. A signature finish.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Barcelona give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot.
Stood up well to him there.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And that's going to be a booking. Lizarazu is one whose deliveries we all know about. Pelé. Barcelona finding their passes. Nesta proves too strong, too smart. Pelé. Played out towards the right wing. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside.
Pretty robust defending.
Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Barcelona were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways, but in the end they fell just short. Effort unrewarded. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, the surprise for me was seeing a team look so feeble in what is usually a strongly protected area, but the centre of their defence looked open.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So, it's away we go then. Ibrahimovic making his 200th appearance today. I guess that's the most significant team news.
Yeah, he's the mainstay in this team, Peter, and his value can never be underestimated. One of the first names on the team sheet, a priceless asset.
And it's Ibrahimovic! Gravenberg. Now it's Yamal. He's going for goal! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Neymar. Rijkaard gets a foot in here. Messi. Now that's well seen too. Lizarazu. Now it's Messi. And the pass is intercepted. Adams makes the interception. Now that looks a decent ball. That's been slipped. Yamal! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. Gorgeous, just to have the audacity to do it.
Yeah, the keeper was thinking about his angles, and Loft just took him out of the equation. Elementary.
Paris Saint-Germain finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Rijkaard, he might be in here, shapes to shoot! And that would have been some goal.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
Messi with the short one. Played in by Dani Carvajal.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Barcelona are looking to go forward now.
Barcelona really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Neymar goes on a charge down the left. Gattuso calmly anticipates. That is ended up in no man's land. Has a look and plays it forward. Oh, he's found support out wide. There's no flag. And a chance! And that was probably asking just too much.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Hazard tries looking up for options on the left. Shot a goal! Ibrahimovic. Nicked it back promptly. And it's Rijkaard. Now it's Luis Suarez. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Played out wide. Engages and forces him off the ball. And that has left him in a heap. Played into space. Lizarazu. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Ibrahimovic. Well read, nice interception. Rivaldo running with the ball. Rivaldo has got himself a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
And it's Azar. Now it's Rivaldo. Cannavaro did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Ibrahimovic, very much a man of this moment.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Oh, nicely intercepted.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
And he's whipped it across. Corner number 2 then. Cleared away. And now a sudden chance to counter. That ball looks a good one. And this is Neymar. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Barcelona have their second corner now. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Real chance! And now they can spring out of defence. Messi. Great vision. It's a pretty loose pass. Gattuso. Now it's Luis Suarez. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Oh, sweet feet. Neymar.
2 minutos de descuento.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Can he get it? It's Ibrahimovic! And he's really put himself on the line here. And this could be the final action of the first half. And he gets rid in a hurry. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. So your views on the first half?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that and still very much in this game.
Barcelona have made the crucial breakthrough and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. Whistle goes and we start the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Gravenberg. And it's Gattuso. And here's Rijkaard.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
He steps in and that's the end of that. Piqué takes control of it and he's on the move. Adams powering forward here. Rijkaard. Rijkaard! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Messi goes short. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Barcelona different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
He's got away. Serginho. A lot of space ahead of him. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, nice touch. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Gravenberg, and this is Pele. Lizarazu. Rijkaard producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And it's hoisted clear.
Paris Saint-Germain really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And once more he proves rigid and robust. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
The message is clear, none shall pass. And here's Suarez. Gattuso is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Oh, good-looking ball. Yamal finds himself offside.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
El dorsal 7. El dorsal 9. Neymar.
Barcelona perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. It's played through for him. He's found a way through. So much time and space here. Corner number 4 coming up here. That's a decent clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Gullit constantly looking for the ball into the box. He's picked his way through. Tries a shot! Oh, and that should have been 2.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
Barcelona get their 4th corner. And the shot! They're up to 5 corners now. A header! And it's come back out to him. He has done it! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the man...
That could spell trouble. And the shot! Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. No way through. Nicely weighted ball. Shot, surely! They've scored! Right back in the game! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Paris Saint-Germain get themselves back into contention.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm.
He gets big! They've done it! And surely that clinches it! There really is no way back now! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Pele can so cleverly bypass the press. Now the ball in. Keeper has taken decisive action. Time added on 4 minutes. Thuram. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
To Denilson. He has found the way through. And it's Neves. And that will be it. Barcelona can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to following this splendid display of poise, potency and proficiency. Pullet claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.